The route is apparently the longest straight line you can walk in the entire UK without crossing a paved road, as defined by the Ordnance Survey. So the aim is pretty simple: to start at the A9 and to walk the whole route, staying as close to the line as we can until we reach the end point over in the eastern side of the Cairngorms. That's it. Walk for a straight line for 4 days, not deviating from it, if you can. Simple.
Looking forward to it. I'm surrounded by kit and whiskey at the moment, so that's like quite a good place to be. So I was in the Cairngorms a few years ago, and I was at one of the bothies and I met one of the film crew who had been when the guys tried to attempt it in winter time, and he had bailed off. He wasn't a mountaineer or a hill walker, so it was like excruciating pain for him, and he was the first one that told me about it. And I remember thinking, that is a really cool idea. Wish I was doing that.
What do you know about GeoWizard?
So I know that GeoWizard is like the guru when it comes to straight lining, and I think we should have spoke to him before we left.
In layman's terms, it's to get from A to B in the straightest line possible, obviously. Beyond that, I would say to have a great adventure. It's
a straight line, but it's not exactly straightforward.
Yeah.
Because you're going up and down, you're never going on a path. And we know like some people have tried it and didn't manage it. You know, yeah. Why would you do it?
Yeah. It feels like quite a pure adventure, doesn't it? You know, you're letting go of a lot of the kit that I would normally go out with, or a lot of the route planning that I would normally do. I'm not going somewhere that people have been before. I'm like, we're just going to follow this compass bearing essentially and not pass anything man-made. So even like packing our kit, you know, going in the UK, not touching like a shop or a road for 4 days, that's like making quite an adventure out of it, isn't it?
Slange it.
Slange. It's slowly like sinking in what we're about to do.
So it's a nice easy hill to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh yeah, and that's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Right, so we're heading
straight down. And are we going straight up that? Oh my goodness.
So we're going to hug the left of that?
Yeah, I reckon hug that big buttress. That's quite full on, isn't it?
It is, aye, for like straight away.
I feel like I know the Cairngorms really well, but this adventure has taken me over, like, to completely different places in the Cairngorms, this mountain range that I've spent so much of my life adventuring in.
I reckon when we get down to the glen, that hill out of the glen will be a fucker. You're okay, you're okay. So it's day one, so we're like pure and focused on the route and the line on day one.
I know, I just can't see us being able to keep this up.
Yeah, I know.
But I think at the moment, we think that we've stayed definitely within 5 meters of the line, and that to me is like pretty good, it's pretty accurate, isn't it? Oh, he's off, boy. I'm saying, oh, he's off. Okay. There we go.
Do you want to get your stuff sorted and I'll get the stove on?
Oh yes.
I know.
I'm happy that's on.
We have walked on the line for 11 hours. We've spent 11 hours walking in the straight line.
And how far did we get in 11 hours?
10 miles.
It's like such a simple concept,
I know.
isn't it? Walk in a straight line.
Okay.
No, I'll do. Aikiva.
Aikiva.
Oh, perfect.
Thanks.
So.
Morning. Oh. Keep our line going, so now we're on like this side of the light branches on that tree.
I think it takes a certain type of mind or a lust for adventure or mischief to just persist, you know, to keep going because it's, you know, it's so brutal.
We can see our peak, and although it's way further away than I want it to be, the fact that it is there and it is a mountain, like that cheers me up.
We've been benighted, caught in the dark, so we're making our way up, hopefully to the top of Ben Broughton still.
They're 12.5 miles. Less than a mile an hour. They've been tough miles.
Hard earned, eh?
Yeah, hard earned.
So what do you reckon, call it quits here for the night?
I think that was a great idea.
That's a big stove. It's your meal almost, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
We're like 25 miles in.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just like on the line. We're just over halfway, which feels very, very good.
Everything is positive today.
Everything is positive,
Yeah,
and we're lucky. What did you say last night? It's hard, but it's not hardship.
Aye, it's hard work, but it's not hardship.
Yeah.
You know, being here, choosing to do this.
Yeah. Callum was an absolute sweetie. He's got hidden depths, this one.
Yes, it's like the moon. Dream team. Like, you probably couldn't have got a better team. See, if I came across like a wee sandwich stall, what would you order?
Probably cheese and pickle. And I'd probably have white bread, because it's like a bit more trashy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And I would probably get a double nugget Oh, we are so off the line.
Oh, shit.
So much chatting. You're off the line! This is literally all we say to each other. Left, veering, offline.
How are we doing? We're on the line? Which is like code for, I think we're off the line, you better check it.
The line, just up there. And then, what's really cool is the line goes straight.
Fuck's sake. I tripped on that rock, yeah.
Right, can you handle
We'll
this
just keep
flat
going.
ground? That little ledge there is just feeling a little bit like I feel it in my belly. I'm like, oh god. A little bit creeping, not bad though. Oh god.
Oh! Fuck's sake.
So at no point did we ever take a detour. We would have felt like cheating ourselves.
I don't see what could possibly go wrong with this. Wow! Yes! That was unbelievable! I'm so disappointed! Right. We need some water for camp,
I
don't
think
we?
so, yeah. Like load up here, and I think as well, I think I need a big drink.
Yeah.
The last half an hour I've been feeling a bit down, so I need to
Yeah.
like perk myself up, you know?
You do get, you become one with the line. This sounds stupid, but you do, towards the end, you're like, come on, we got this. Like, you're almost nurturing it. You know, you haven't strayed far from the line, and it means everything to you to stay on that line at that point. So it's mixed emotions, but it's mainly negative towards the line, yeah.
For too long, and then you zoom in and you're like,
Yeah, a wee bit on the hill this morning. It took us a couple hundred feet offline because I was just not quite on the right system basically.
just warming up.
Warming up.
You're a bit off the line there anyway. I think this is the line here. This is the line.
So if I hold on to your walking pole and you lower me down.
I can't see what could possibly go wrong with that. Yeah, I'm gonna get the map out. It's quite cute, isn't it? 61 hours on the line now.
Yeah.
Sleeping, eating, crossing everything in our paths.
Time check.
11 minutes past 6.
Boom.
Banging.
Sunrise in 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah.
And there is our hill. Right up that green patch, huh? Was I snoring?
A little bit, but every time you did, I kind of like.
Did you?
I moved, made some noise, and then you kind of stopped.
That is so good! What a good tactic!
Grab with me.
Alright.
Yes, I've got it on like the max zoom in, so it's like, Jesus. Take one step too far. There we go.
There was a difference
It's
in
literally
generations
like,
there.
literally a step. Top of the mountain.
Cheers!
Kubochen.
We've got the end in sight. And it can't come soon enough.
Just a wee bit scunnered with it now.
That's a good word.
There was sometimes I was thinking, right, I have to actively stay a bit more positive and yeah, not moan too much.
How satisfying is it walking on this? Are you stuck?
Wow!
Probably the closest thing you've had to a wash in a couple of days. A road! Somewhere. How does that feel, seeing a road, Jenny?
It's funny, isn't it? We spend our life trying to get away from that, but actually seen that and it's signifying the end of the trip. It's like, yes! Not because it was a bad trip, but just because it's like something that's nearly completed. We can see the car, literally, up there. Oh man.
Oh, we need to step to the right. In fact, we need to 3 steps to the right.
Oh man.
Ah, forest.
But we do have a forest to get through first.
See the line right in front of you.
Yep. The final, like, 100 meters?
Out of my way!
Team high! Well done! Now I can sit here some months on and be like, yeah, that was really cool. But at the time I was a bit like, why? Why are we doing this again?
Every time I drive up the A9, I can say, wow, this is the spot I walked 4 days in a straight line from. Like anyone I'd give a lift to on the road, I'd be like, here, see if you go right here, you can walk in a straight line 4 days, and I did it. And it's like the start of you can tell someone a great story just off that.
And the thing I love about doing something like this, okay, because the mainstream of like my friends would be like, oh, or my family, just like, why would you do that? That sounds like bonkers, you know, that's out of this world. And then as soon as you do something a little bit off the wall like that, then you get like your world is opened up to people that are taking it to the absolute extremes. So it's almost like every time you push your own boundary and your own limit of going and doing something, not only is your community growing, but your imagination's growing. And yeah, I really love that about it.
Just do stuff. You know, if it looks like something's interesting but also challenging, you're going to see something new, experience something new, just do it. Just try it, just see how it goes.
If I was Callum and Jenny, I'd call it a roaring success, to be honest.
It should be a Gaelic name, but one that's accessible to non-Gaelic speakers.
Okay. Laina Fata would work.
Laina Fata.
Fata.
Laina Fata. That fits in pretty well, actually, for most of what I've been thinking today. Laina Fata.